Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today, talking about Beyond the Farthest Star. Um, Great news. Tomorrow, Beyond the Farthest Star is going to be released. We're so excited. I can't believe it. And if you take a selfie of yourself, if you go into Walmart, take the selfie, you can enter the contest to get a Kincaid canvas wrap. That's so cool. Wow. It will be signed by Zach. Hey guys, thumbs up to you. Yeah, that is just so amazing. I'm going to be going into the store and taking a picture too. So I'm joining the contest. Good luck to you all. Oh, and by the way, Anna, I'm getting Mary her DVD too. Gotcha. I've got her covered. All right, so let's get started. Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you for all the hellos. If I will try to say as many shout outs as I can, but you guys are amazing. So it's pretty overwhelming. And we'll get right to the questions, shall we? All right. Joy Cooper, hello. Yes, I said it was a tough role. How so? Geez, let's just get right to it, shall we? Maureen, she's a very complex person. She has a lot of secrets. She holds a lot of drama. It was difficult for me because it's hard to hold that kind of character in your heart. She's just feels like such a burden. And even going through these questions, I started to feel so heavy again. She's definitely a heavy woman in a very light inspired film. Light meaning this film is meant to bring light. This film is meant to uplift and to bring people together, especially within a family dynamic. So yeah, she took a lot of heavy lifting. I'll tell you that. That was difficult for me because you know me. I love the comedies. I love the lighter fare. But I was ready for a role like this, and it came my way. Hello, everybody. La, 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 la. So cool. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Great question, Sherry Snyder. What can we do to let people know that there is an audience out here that is receptive to productions like A Question of Faith, Beyond the Farthest Star, Watch the Sky? What you're doing is amazing. I mean, the more you're showing up for chats, the more you're liking the social media that's out there, the more I can show other people that there is an audience. So so just keep doing what you're doing. It's working, so we appreciate it. Obviously, going out and actually buying the film is helpful because that shows that you want to watch the film. I'll tell you a funny story. Just a couple days ago, a lady came up to me and she said, "Oh, I didn't know you were Gabrielle and Zena." And it's funny because we hack into this internet spot where we can watch all the shows on Amazon for free. And I was looking at her thinking, well, that's first of all illegal, and secondly, that takes away from all the artists that are out there trying to make films, make television shows. So don't do that, please. Support the artists. We're doing the best we can to put content up there that is unique. And being an independent filmmaker, it's harder to go up against these studios. So the more you can do to support us and support unique voices, the more we're going to have diversity out there. So thank you, Sherry, for bringing up that question. John Vick, was that you in A Question of Faith? Yeah, it was me. Did you see it? There's another faith-based film. It's actually still in theaters now in a few select theaters. It will be coming out with a DVD release. We'll be announcing those dates very soon. Again, I'm just thrilled and so grateful. Sandra, Julian, my friend. Oh, my friend. Oh, yeah, we have Stevie. This is Stevie, by the way. Yes, I have 3 cats. It's Stevie, it's Calvin, and it's Chauncey. Stevie might be joining us. So she's the one that needs a lot of love. Okay, there she goes. Anyway, Sandra. Oh my gosh, great to hear from you. She has a great question. So do you think that it's an aware decision of Maureen to live with her lie, or was it ego-driven? It was definitely ego-driven. Oh my gosh, this lady lived in the world of ego. Hello. So not only is she living with lies, but she's also in this the hierarchy of the church where she wasn't being authentic, you know? And not that being a part of a church is a bad thing, I don't believe that, but Maureen in particular is definitely living in her ego. And she is fighting with her life and for her family to live in the heart. And I cared about this character. You know, she wants to live in the heart. She wants to live with real love. And to me, that is what God is, real love. You know, spirituality is real love. So she's fighting for this in her life for the first time. And that's why, again, I love this film, is because you see such extreme moments for a family where they have nothing left. And it's just, it's a powerful story. So, okay, so she's going to join us and she's going to stay. Welcome. Hello, you guys. Yeah, she's a sassy cat. She's very sassy. That's all right. There's room for sassiness around here. Hello, Portugal. Hello, Germany. You guys are awesome. Yes. Thank you for being here. I have a lot of your questions, so let's see where else I can go to. Sandra also asked, was it hard to get rid of the emotions after playing such a heavy role? Yes. I was filming in Texas, so I was outside of my own house, and I just carried her with me. I carried her. That's okay. It definitely makes you feel more empathic to walk in someone else's shoes. I was really glad that she wrapped it up at the end. But it's hard at the end of the day it's hard at the end of the day sometimes to shake it all out. But I was really fortunate that I had my stepmother was visiting with me, so I had some family there. Jed and my children, Miles and Iris, came out to see me. I had a couple of days off where I could go visit my aunt and uncle. So I had a lot of love. I was really fortunate. But yeah, Maureen is a heavy one. Michael, how did you come to play Maureen? I was submitted for the role by Michelle Grant, and I went to meet with Ben and Andy. Andy is the writer-director, and Ben is our producer. And I was just talking about Maureen, and after reading the script, on how much I cried. I just cried for this family who are going through a complete crisis, and I felt for them. No, I just really cared about the character Maureen. You know, I think it's a voice that needs to be heard and needs to be seen. You know, a lot of women, especially women in the church, sometimes they put on this strong face, you know, where they're supposed to be perfect and everything's supposed to be beautiful. And, you know, I'm a Christian and everything's wonderful. And this story tells the opposite. It's not wonderful. This lady Maureen is just, she's going through a crisis, and she does doubt her faith, and she doubts God, and she doubts her worthiness to be in the family, much less to be loved by God. And I think that is a story that does need to be told. It needs to be told whether you're in the church or just on a day-to-day basis, you know? So it's a very universal story, and I really wanted to play this part. Katrina, hello. Will you ever be in a Xena movie? One day we'll have to do a Xena chat. How about that? Okay, guys? We'll do that, I promise. Okay, Jean Hilton, you went to the showing of Beyond the Farthest Star in Athens, Texas. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. There was a very large youth group that attended, and the youth director said that they discussed the issues and problems portrayed in the movie for weeks. Awesome. Isn't that the purpose of making films like this, so you can actually discuss it afterwards? I think so. At least that's how I feel. So what do you want the young people to take away from this film? This film, without giving too much away, deals with a teenager who attempts suicide. Ben, don't get mad at me for giving that away. I think that is a really important story that needs to be addressed. Whether you're in a religious environment, whether you're in a, there's so many different places where this is relevant. And it's real. You know, there are definitely kids within the church communities that are trying to commit suicide. There are definitely kids out there that deal with homosexuality and not being accepted that try to commit suicide. So I think this is, again, is a very important story to deal with how the parents handle that. How would you handle that, you know? And this is addressed in this film. Um, yeah, so I think that it's an important film that needs to be seen by as many teenagers as possible. How did it feel to be filming in Texas? It was great. I haven't been, have not been back to Texas to film since I left. And I left years ago to go live in California. So it was the first time back, and it was wonderful. I hope I get to do it again. My goodness, let's see what you guys are saying. Hello from Italy. Yes, on the Zine chat. Okay, we'll definitely do that. You read the book in 3 days, Kim. Nice job. Oh, she's being a Christian is one of the hardest walks. I hear ya. Thank you for all your prayers. Thank you. We are all well. Thank you so much. Hello, Mariska. All right. Let's get back there. Hey, you guys. Hello. All right. How was it to work with Jeremy? Jeremy is a doll. If you don't follow her, you should, because she's a ball of light. She's just gosh, she plays this role so well. She plays my daughter, and she plays it with this hard edge that is so authentic, because she's living, she meaning her character is the daughter of a pastor, and she's going through some really awful situations in her life. And Jeremy, who has all this light and bubbly energy, just delves so deeply into this role and does it so effortlessly without any like hiccups, you know. I was just kind of amazed by that. I was like, how do you do that? How are you this ray of light and then suddenly you have this edge, you know? So I was pretty amazed by her. I wish we had more scenes together. That was one of the questions, is what would I like to change about the films? I wish there was a sequel, and I wish I had more films with Jeremy. All right, Andy, Ben. Hello, let's see. Hello, Spain. You guys are awesome. Hello, Peru. Kisses to all of you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Santiago, how did you find your inner feelings for playing such a dramatic role? With any role, I delve pretty deeply. I make sure that I can resonate with every moment. So if it's I just make sure that I can touch on it from a very, very personal place. And if my story is not the same as the character, it's not the same as Maureen's, well, then I can utilize stories from other people that I know, or from situations that I've observed. It could be even books that I've read. So I take everything I can, and I make sure that it resonates with me in my heart. And from there, I keep moving forward with the story and the text and try to make it deeper. So this was harder because, again, Maureen is, she carries a lot of burdens, but I was ready for a deeper role, and I was hopeful this would be a theatrical release. So I just experimented with trying to dig as deeply as possible and make her very subtle, and play the subtext that's in this this role, which the subtext for Maureen is, it's really her trying to be something that she's not. You know, she's trying to be the perfect pastor's wife, and she's not. And so a lot of the situation she's just trying to be the perfect person, and there's so much turmoil that's going on within her. So it was difficult for me, because what I'm saying is not what I'm feeling, and I really haven't had a role that was that dynamic and extremely written before, ever, and I haven't yet. So it was so well written. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, all right. How are you guys doing? You know, hanging in there? Hello, Mexico. Hope you guys are bored to death. Hello, Michigan. Woohoo. Hello, Jade. All right, okay. Melissa, how emotional is Beyond the Farthest Star compared to Xena episodes? You know, I thought about this. The difference between the character Maureen is that Maureen seeks redemption. She's looking to redeem her soul and her heart. It was closer to Xena in that way. Gabrielle's not seeking redemption. Gabrielle is light and brings Xena to the light. Maureen is much more conflicted, and I would say that she definitely holds the weight more in a more similar way that like Xena did. The difference between Maureen and Xena are so many things, but Xena fights for redemption, and she is the first to acknowledge it, and Maureen runs away from it. She doesn't realize she needs it, and she's living in denial. So they're very different in that way. What else? Guys, hello. Matt and Jeannie Hilton, hello, you guys. Is it more fun to make movies or television? They're completely different. Movies are wonderful because you get to work with one project and really dig in deeply. You have the time to do that. Whereas television, you know, you're always on a deadline. You're always trying to finish the episode. And unless you're on a long running television show like I did for Xena, it's hard to really grasp the complexities of a character. It's just my opinion, but you know. So yeah, I prefer movies, personally. What do I look for when deciding what projects to join? I look for great writing. I look for great characters. That's the first thing I look for. And there are other variables as well, but that's definitely what I look for. Ben Dane, hello Ben. Thank you for organizing this, for being our cheerleader and our leader, and for leading this film. Really, this film wouldn't be what it is without you. And we all know that. Oh yes, so you asked, when I first saw the film in the cinema with my mom, what was the experience like? This one almost made me cry. It was incredible. I watched the film at home before, and it was a completely different experience watching in the theater because you could see the subtleties in the moments on screen. You know, you're watching 40 feet of yourself, which is crazy. But I mean, watching 40 feet of Todd, watching 40 feet of Jeremy, you see just these nuances and these glimmers of hope and despair and grief. And I was really surprised that I could pick up all the nuances that I didn't see when I was at home watching the film in my own environment. So there was that change. And then sitting with my mom, it was a very emotional moment because my mother responded to the character of Maureen. I think any mother would, any father would respond pretty deeply to this film. So I just remember holding my mom's hand and just being really proud, being proud of as a part of a film that does show light on such a dark situation, and really honored that she was there to spend that moment with me. So I'm grateful to have that. And just to hold her hand and to love on her because she's loved on me for so many years. Mike Orr, hello, back to you. Fun. Zia, have I been to the Black Hills? No, not yet. Sorry, these are getting off topic. Let's see what else. Mariska, you're asking, how do I prepare for the sad moments? You know, I just spend a lot of time focusing. I listen to music. I try to exercise. I try to meditate. I just stay really super focused, even in between scenes, because I, unfortunately, am not one of those actors that can just go tap dancing and then come back to a heavy scene. I have to take all the distractions away and stay focused. So, and that being said, before I'm preparing, so I come in with all my work and I come ready to play, even though it's work. Yeah, and I just try to stay connected to these characters and feel their truth and walk in their shoes. So are you guys hanging in there? I feel like I'm talking forever and I'm so sorry. Anyway, hello Gova. Hello you guys. Okay, I'll keep talking. Sorry. Let's see. Let's get through. I feel like I'm boring you guys to death. Lots of people have asked us about Watch the Sky. Yes, that's my poster back there, Watch the Sky. Anyway, we will have another live chat for Watch the Sky. I had several questions, so I will do a live chat. I'll do one with Jed and we'll talk about our film. I'm pretty sure Miles Muir our son is going to be in a second live chat because he was more than willing. I think Iris might actually want to do a third. I don't know. We'll see about that. But anyway, we'll have a live chat separately for Watch the Sky on the Watch the Sky fan page. So I will let you know all the details. You won't to miss it. Don't worry. There you go. All right. So Corey, you're not big on sea movies, which cracked me up. Sea movies? What the heck is that? Christian movie, huh? All right. But you support my endeavor. Well, I really appreciate it. And I definitely think this is a good film. So I know it's a good film. Sorry. It's